So one of the things you can do if you think your patient would benefit from an orthotic is do a tape job. So this is a really nice temporary orthosis. We're going to show you the teardrop method. And this is under the assumption that the patient has a pretty big rear foot varus. And we're going to do this tape job to kind of support the medial aspect of their foot. So when they come down from initial contact into loading response, the tape will slow them down a little bit. We're going to do 5 teardrops. We're going to start each one at a metatarsal head. But every time we loop around the foot, we're always going to go lateral to medial. So I'm going to start at the 5th. And what we're going to do is we're going to wrap around and come right back up to where we started. And there's teardrop number 1. Then I'm going to go to the first metatarsal. Let's just, because that's what I like to do. And then I'm going to come back up to where I started. And there's my second teardrop. Okay. I'm going to do 5 of these, always going lateral to medial. Okay. If you're tearing the tape and you're having difficulty with the tear, move your hand to a different part of the tape, because what happens is you stretch the tape and then it will not tear. Oops, daisy. See? Happens to the best of us. Okay, so I've done 5. I've done 1 from each metatarsal. Now, I just want to make sure that I have this really nice platform and that there's no wrinkles and I don't have any open spaces. If you have someone with a really big foot, you might need 6 of those. Okay? Now, I'm going to start right where this point is, and I'm going to make a platform I'm going to make a system to support this. So I'm going to start lateral and pull medial. And I'm going to pull like I mean it. So I'm going to start on the lateral side, pull up, and tear. Okay, I'm just going to work all the way up the foot. When you overlap tape, as a general rule, you overlap by about half the width of the tape. Okay, and then what I do is I always kind of do a little, oh, come on, that's not too bad. I kind of do this little tape to just kind of tidy up any loose ends because it just doesn't look good. And then I take a couple pieces of elasticon to go over it. Kind of catch all those. Otherwise, what happens is when you step down, the whole thing just splays. You don't want to put tape that doesn't have elastic in here on top, otherwise you're just basically creating a circular method around the foot, and you don't want to do that. So what the tape job looks like from the bottom is we have this beautiful platform we made with the teardrops, and then we covered it up and pulled lateral to medial. And then on the top side, what we did is we put some elastic on. Another option is something called a Lodi tape job, not from Lodi, Wisconsin, just Lodi. Don't know why. We're going to start at the base of the 5th metatarsal, come around and go up to the first MTP joint. We're going to do 3 of those, and every time you do them, you overlap by about 1/2. Okay, this is why having a rolling stool is very helpful. Okay, it's pretty. I'm giving myself an A so far. Okay. Okay, so I have this down, so I've kind of stabilized his foot that way. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the base of the 5th, and I'm going to pull lateral to medial, just like you do for the Lodi tape job, or excuse me, the teardrop tape job. The difference is I don't have that platform created, so this one doesn't give you quite as much support as the teardrop does, but some people like this one better, so it's good to know how to do both. I'm going to start at the base of the 5th, I'm going to pull lateral to medial, I'm going to pull like I mean it. I'm going to overlap by 1/2. You never want to leave, I'll do it on purpose. You never want to leave a gap like that, because that will immediately cause a blister. If you do something like that, just cover it up, it'll be fine. But you just don't want to leave it. You should finish with your last couple pieces, should really kind of go parallel to their metatarsal heads. Last thing you do is that same closure. Sorry. Oh, dang it. And then you're going to put your kind of elastic or stretchy tape over the top. Like that. And that is your Lodi tape job.